Capitalism and consumerism, the foundations of my country's economic status. And it's the foundation of this video. In today's video, I will be beating Palworld's first tower using only pals that I have bought from pal merchants. I can't catch any pals, I won't even catch lucky pals, because I am a good consumer, and I want to keep the wheels of this trickle-down economy thoroughly greased. Let's do this. Okay, here we are in a brand new save, and I had issues figuring out what to sell to make monies. And to be honest, I have no idea. But that's for a slightly in the future MegaBits to handle. For now, I need to get my basics down. So I realized that I really needed to just pick up everything I saw because I can sell everything I see. With that in mind, I went to town. Once I had a relatively large inventory of random goods, I crafted my first set of stone tools. After this, I cut some wood and I got started on an old bow and some arrows. Now that I have a means to defend myself, it's time to go hunting. I need to get some wool so I can make cloth, which in turn will get me armor. On top of that, I'm gonna see if any of these items dropped from pals can make a good profit. I spent a while hunting and then I grabbed this fast travel point. I then made myself some cloth armor. The next thing I needed was my very first shield, so I got the fiber and palladium fragments I was missing. I then made that shield, and finally I crafted a glider. Now that I have a full set of gear to survive, I'm able to start thinking of my next moves. The first thing I wanted to do is go to the small settlement to get an idea of what prices were going to be and what I could sell. Before that, I ran into a couple of syndicate thugs and I proceeded to fight them because when you defeat them, they can sometimes drop gold and some other goodies that I can sell. After taking the trash out, I was then forced to take on a rush ore. This was no issue though. I picked up its leather and meat and then I continued my trek to the settlement. Before I got there though, I ran into a wandering merchant. This was great for me. I sold off what I could and came to the conclusion that for the time being, leather and meat will be a good thing for me to sell. So as of now, hunting is going to be my job up until I can get a good pal. I have 1,440 gold on me right now. I am not a rich man by any means, but if I invest in myself early on, I can become a rich man. So that's what I'm planning on doing. On my way to the settlement, I saw a scorching egg. I wondered if these would sell for anything. Okay, only 1 gold, so we'll nix the idea of being a pal egg only merchant. I spent all 1,400 gold on arrows, and then I went to the pal merchant to check his stock, and boy oh boy, none of these were great options. It was nice seeing the Ekthire deer there and the rush ore there as mounts, but man, their passives sucked. I left the settlement a more educated man. I grabbed the fast travel point, and I thought of places that I could set up shop. I spent most of my first night hunting. I knew that, as of now, different pal meat and leather would sell for the most. I wasn't a fan of doing this, but it was what needed to be done. I took on rush ores, sleeping sparkets, and even a nox. The morning came, and after I spilled more blood from the local fauna, I bathed myself in the warm rays of the sun, hoping that this could potentially absolve me from the sins of hunting for profit. I wasn't doing this to survive, I was doing this just to become rich. And I had to come to terms with it somehow. I don't know how I did it, but I did get past this. The sound of leveling up makes it all better. I traveled for a while trying to figure out a good spot for my merchant base. At first, I was planning on going here, but I was hesitant. This base is great for starting out simply because of the ore nodes. The issue being here is there really isn't much stone here. As of now, I'm a one-man operation. I have no pals that can mine stone for me, so I really can't stay here. But this did leave a lingering question in my mind. What does ore sell for? Could that be a profitable business? So I decided to lay down a base computer so I would be able to fast travel to and fro and test it out. I didn't need a huge sample, so I only got 12 ore to take to the merchant. I got to the merchant and got some not great news. It'll only sell for 5 gold apiece. This whole process as of now would take too much time, and it wouldn't be profitable based on how much time it was going to take. So I sold off the meats, eggs, leather, and pal spheres that I already had. I even sold off my recovery meds that I got from a chest. I now have 573 gold. Still not enough to buy my first PAL, but it is progress. I went back to my temporary base, dismantled it, and then I headed out to continue looking for my perfect base. I decided to take down every single PAL that I saw that would drop meat, eggs, or leather. So this ended up meaning that I was committing potentially a small genocide on the local lamball population. And I do feel bad about it, but this is just business, guys. I did this so long that my bow broke. I grabbed this fast travel point at the ruined castle, went up its stairs to get the arrows here, then I made myself a repair bench. After I repaired my gear, I made a crafting table, and then I made even more arrows. Night was coming down on me fast, and I really didn't want to sleep outside in the cold. I was filled with the fire of passion for selling goods, and finally found a spot that I think will work nicely. I chose this spot at coordinates 79 and negative 370. It has trees, rocks, and a metal node nearby. This will be perfect for the MegaBits merchant hub. I made myself a storage box, then I went back to the settlement to sell what I could. I'm at 1,062 gold now. So I wanted to see if the PAL merchant over here was having a doorbuster fire sale or not, and he wasn't. The cheapest PAL in there was a Jolthog with Stronghold Strategist for 2,385 gold, which isn't all that bad, but I am broke. I went back to the base and I started to build an area for myself to sleep in. I don't know what it is with me, but I love making cliffside houses. Then making like a little deck that goes over the cliff. I just think it looks cool and it's aesthetically pleasing, so that's what I did. I actually ended up working on this a little too long and the sun started to come up. I was a tired merchant, so I worked right away on my bed, only to lay down and find out I couldn't sleep. Well, I guess since I'm an insomniac, I may as well finish this house. And that's what I did. I made it into 2 stories, made a spot for my bed, a crafting area, then a storage area under my stairs. I moved my items into the house and wasn't a fan of walking in and instantly seeing 4 wooden boxes, so I put a wooden triangle wall here to cover it. It's not perfect, and the house is kind of boring considering it's only wood, but it's mine, and it was done in an honest day's work. I spent a bit of my time this afternoon gathering materials, mostly stone and wood. I worked until I got hungry, and this was when I realized I had a bit of a crisis on my hands. That's right, at some point, I must have sold off my berries. I didn't want to sell those berries though. That was the only sustenance I had. This was a problem. I could die from this. But with fast travel, this could be fixed fairly easy. I picked some berries, ate them, and then I discovered that I never got the fast travel point of the starting area. And done. While grabbing the fast travel point, and with all this hunting I've been doing, I had a thought. Would cooked food sell for a higher price? Could that be a good source of income? Well, you know what, dear viewer, I built a fire and then I made 14 fried eggs, 14 grilled chickpea, and 4 lamball kebabs. Could this net me a good profit? Well, it is time to see. I rushed over to the settlement and I checked the prices on each. First, the fried egg. It would sell for 10 gold apiece. Not great, but not bad. But what happened next was great. Now we are cooking. Okay, well, we're literally cooking, but the grilled chickpea sells for 50 apiece. Oh my gosh, the lamball sells for 52 apiece. Oh man. We just made 1,048 gold, which means... oh wait, hang on, we gotta sell that PAL sphere. Which means, essentially, we're gonna open a new business venture, okay? Everybody, I would like to introduce you to Mega's Meats. Okay, it's a work in progress. Yeah, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of PAL meat, cook it, and then sell it. Can we buy anything? Oh my god, we can buy a lamball. We're buying the lamball. The very first PAL. We have a lamball. Oh my god. That's so exciting. We're gonna level up our work speed because we're gonna be crafting a lot of stuff. Okay, wow. What a What a chain of events. Okay, that's amazing. So we'll build a ranch, we'll throw Lamball into the ranch, and honestly, just let it get us a crap ton of wool. And then at that point, we can kind of just make cloth and sell cloth too. But yeah, that's awesome. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna clear out this area right here, put the ranch here, and we will be cooking, literally, in a few minutes. Now that I have my first PAL Lamball, it is time to expand my operations. First things first, I made a ranch, and then I built a wooden box beside it for ranch goods. Now, you can't just throw a PAL into a ranch and expect it to be a good producer of goods without its own needs being met. So I made an extension onto my house for PALs to sleep. I made 6 beds, and after that I placed a feed box, and I put all of my berries I had in my inventory inside of it. I let Lamball get to grazing, and then I made what cloth I could with the wool I had. Off to the settlement to see what cloth sells for. Well, that was a bust. It only sells for 8 gold apiece. This was for sure a misstep on my part, but hey, that's how you run a good business. You try new things and they may fail, sure, and if they do, you learn something. So hey, we learned a lesson. Now, let's get back to my newfound business, MegaBits. Oh man, I really need like a PR person because this just cannot be the name of my business. I grabbed some berries from the field here. Well, I was going to, but I guess I'll just have to eat raw Lamball. I wouldn't recommend this, my stomach is just made of steel and is essentially a trash compactor. The hunt may now begin. I was originally going to only focus on Lamball, but I soon realized that this would be a grave error. Out of the first few PALs that I can make food from, chickpea is actually the most profitable because I get 2 products that I can sell, the fried egg and the grilled chickpea. So I widened my net, and I pretty much took down any PALs that dropped meat that I could cook. I had money on my mind so much that I ran into a megasphere, and this was my initial reaction. Ooh, a megasphere. I wonder what that would sell for. We'll have to see. After this, my game just crashed. I think my game just crashed. Hello? Hello? Yeah, Well, that sucks. And now it's back to hunting. Every now and then, you'll see me go into my inventory and sort it. I do this because when you do, your food spoil timer will reset. This has saved me quite a bit, and in this challenge, I can't let any food go to waste. I had something potentially advantageous happen to me. I ran into 2 mammorists fighting. So, we have 2 mammorists fighting. 2 male mammorists fighting for what seems to be like, I don't know, maybe it's like a battle for territory. My goal is to see if I can get experience once this one dies. And it's drops. If I can get its drops, that would be amazing. Uh-oh. No. There we go. Stay focused on him. Come on. Oh, God. The other mammorest died. Well, this isn't good. How much health does it have left? It has to be close, right? Oh! That completely took out my shield. Okay, still potentially advantageous. What? I only gained 5 experience from that. But we got 2 mammorest meat. That is intriguing. I don't know if that was worth it. I was really hoping I was going to be able to pull in all the experience from that. But I suppose that really wouldn't be fair now, would it? Okay, well, we have a new product to sell, so that's pretty cool. We'll see how much that sells for once we get back after doing our hunting trip. Okay, so maybe this didn't work out the full way I wanted it to, but I did get some stuff to sell, so it's a win. I continued hunting into the night, and once the sun started going down, I decided that it was time to go home and get to cooking. As I'm cooking all of this food, I smell something wonderful. It's not the smell of a home-cooked meal, it's actually the smell of gold. I also discovered that I could cook the mammorest meat into a steak. So I did that too. I had all of this food cooked: 21 grilled chickpea, 14 lamb ball kebabs, 16 baked mushrooms, 22 fried eggs, 3 loaves of bread, and 2 mammorest steaks. Let's go sell this and see what kind of profit I can get. With all the food products up for sale, I was going to make 2,722 gold, and 504 of that was from the 2 mammorest steaks that sold for 252 apiece. This was awesome. I sold the food and had 3,688 gold, which meant we could potentially buy a new PAL. Alright, I have 3,700 gold, which means we should be able to buy another new PAL. The Univolt would be amazing. But we gotta be smart here. So I think Pangolin is most likely going to be our best option. It has watering, handiwork, cooling, and it'll help with transport, which would be great. I would like a Cativa, but I think Pangolin comes first. So we're going to get Pangolin. It's going to be great for watering. We have a water pal unlocked. So realistically, we just need to make more gold and start buying more pals that'll help with farming. Because that's going to be our main concern. But now, we do have a pal that can help us fight, and that's exciting. So, yeah, it's back to hunting. I now have officially 2 pals, and this is awesome. I'm so stoked to have a Pangolin with the serious passive. If you're unfamiliar, this gives Pangolin a 20% work speed boost, which will for sure come in handy, as Pangolin's going to become my watering pal once I get more farming pals. But, like I said, I needed more gold, like a lot more. So, you know what happens next. I was hunting for quite a while, and then I ran into a shady pal merchant. This dude just sounds like downright awful. Like, just a bad person. So naturally, Pangolin and I killed him. My main goal was to actually kill the Mazzarinas and get their meat, but they got away, and I accidentally shot an Ecthyre deer, and this was bad. I was running away from it when an absolutely crazy idea came to me. What if I used the Ecthyre deers to fight the Alpha Chillet here? Well, I did that and it actually worked. By the end of the fight, I accidentally shot a Capriti, that thing, and it almost took us out. Yes. Okay, that was insane. Now we have a Capriti fighting us, and Pangolin's about to die. Oh no. Fight me. Focus on me. Don't focus on Pangolin. Oh my gosh, we did it. Oh. Oh, Pangolin, you absolute mad lad. Oh my god. Alright, we are level 10 now too. That's crazy. We've had a pretty productive day today. We have a lot of food to cook. My bow's broken. Pangolin's about to die. The sun's going down. It is time to go home and cook everything. I did not mean... I really didn't mean to fight that Chillet. I was not prepared to fight Chillet. But yeah, you know, honestly, the rampaging Ecthyre deer really worked in my favor there. And then that Capriti, that was an accident. I did not mean to shoot that Capriti, but, you know, it all worked. And that's, you know, what more can you ask for? This was an eventful day, and now it's time to cook all of my goods. Okay, well, it was time to cook my goods, but now we are having a syndicate raid. That's not fun. Alright, Pangolin. Oh, you're so cold. Oh, you were hurting me because you're so cold. Go fight, Pangolin. Beat him up. Okay, well, first raid conquered. Relatively easy. I wasn't all that worried about it. Yeah, now it is time to cook. Once the cooking is all done, it's time to sell off all of this, including the 2 precious pelts I got from defeating the Alpha Chillet. I was going to get 3,700 gold from selling my food along with those pelts. This was a fantastic day of profit for me. Alright, we have 3,892 gold after that hunting trip, which means it's hopefully time to buy maybe 1 or 2 more pals. These kind of suck. A Mazzarino would be great though. So if we can get up to 7,800 gold, we might be able to buy that and start producing milk. Okay, so I need to make a lot of money and quick. But the thing is, I don't know when the PAL Merchant's shop will refresh its inventory. I had to move quick while I was hunting. I hunted as fast as I have ever hunted. The game was afoot, and I wanted to win. At one point, I even lured 2 Ecthyre to attack a mammorest so I could get their meat faster. It was crazy. I went to my base, cooked everything, and then I made 61 cloths in hopes of reaching the gold that I needed. I still had a sinking suspicion that it wouldn't be enough, but I tried anyway. Okay, wait a minute. Alright, we're at 6,725. How much was Mazarina? Was that actually enough? Is that actually enough gold? Oh, there's a new set of pals here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we can get a Mazarina right now for 5,109, which is a sick nasty deal. I think regardless, we have to get the Mazarina. The Gobfin would be cool, but we don't necessarily need it right now. I would really want a Univolt. I really want a Univolt at some point, but I just don't have the gold for it. If we get Mazarina, we can get milk. And we can sell that milk. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna buy the Mazarina for 5,000. We have 1,600 left over. Now I should... No, I will not. I was gonna buy arrows, but that's... I just need to go do some of my own farming and grinding now. So yeah, that's exciting. We have a Mazarina. This is awesome. So we will throw Mazarina in. Mazarina will be assigned to the ranch, and honestly, I'm now just going to spend a lot of my time grinding, making arrows, you know, all of that. So, yeah, you know, I guess I'll see you guys in a few. I spent a long time grinding for wood and stone. After I got a pretty adequate amount, I made a feathered hairband and 336 arrows. This took far more time than I cared to admit, but hey, we're ready to go. My Mazarina got me a total of 32 milk, and now I'm curious about how much this will sell for. But first, I wanted to see if I could make anything with it. Oh, heck yeah, I can make hot milk. Huh. So I did. I had 32 hot milk to sell, and I was ready to become rich. Oh my god, the hot milk sells for the same amount as wool. Oh, okay, well... You know, you live and learn. You live and learn. Oh, that sucks. Well, luckily, we can make other things with milk as I get better, you know, ingredients and other pals. So that's awesome. And I really wish we had 7,000 gold. I don't know, selling food is great, but it is taking a lot of time. I'm gonna have to think of some other ways to make some fast gold. Yeah, that's my only option. I gotta think of other ways to make gold. Yeah, so hunting and cooking is great, but I need more gold fast. I know this is I sound like a broken record, but it's true. I need more gold, and I want it fast. So what if I sold pals? My end goal was essentially buying enough pals that I could breed them and then sell their offspring. But what if I were to hunt for eggs, hatch them, and then sell those pals? This wouldn't go against the challenge since I wouldn't be using them, I would just be selling them. So I'm gonna try this. I unlocked the egg incubator earlier when I defeated the alpha Chillet. Before I do any of that though, I need to build up my base a bit. I want to start laying out the foundations more and make it a bit more cohesive. I'm gonna have to clear a lot of trees for this, but if my idea works out, I think this will be a really cool base. Now, rather than showing you the boring parts of building, let me just skip ahead to where I'm at now. Alright, let's do a quick tour of Chateau de MegaBits. Or, you know, the MegaBits Merchant Guild, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I really have no idea what I was doing with this build, but I kind of like the inside-out vibe it has, where it's like, half of the base is inside, half of the base is outside. I just think it looks really cool. I've been doing that a lot more with my bases lately, and I've just really been enjoying it. So this side of the base has the stone pit, what is this? I always forget its name. Logging site, yes. So it has the stone pit, the logging site. It has a crusher over here. Here we have the ranch, food box, box for ranch goods, you know. We have 2 statues of power, mostly just because they look cool. Over here we have 2 furnaces, even though I don't have a fire pal. But I did put a barrel here to put ingots and things along those lines. Over in this area, once I level up to, I think it's 19? I think it's 19, yeah. Once I level up to 19, I plan on putting the breeding farm here. And I have 2 egg incubators over here. Right here, I have a farming section that's, you know, inside out. Right here, I have 6 PAL beds. And then I'm thinking, back here, I have no idea what I'm going to put here. Maybe I'll, like, try to make, like, little fences here or something like that. I don't know. I just thought this area was kind of cool looking. Aside from that, I plan on making maybe like a staircase up to like maybe a loft area. I don't know. I haven't thought too far out yet. But this is kind of the vibe I'm going for. The roof is only temporary because I don't like flat roofs. I like doing, you know, crazy, weird, random roofs. I just think it, you know, gives a base and a build just a little bit more life. Aside from that, once I get the wooden walls unlocked, I'm going to have wooden walls go around here, and they're going to essentially, you know, quote-unquote, attach to my base right here, to my building. So it'll all just kind of be enclosed, even though there are outdoor spaces within the base itself. So, yeah, I like it so far. I think it's really coming together. Oh, that's an egg. Where did... But yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is go on a hunting run, and that Gale Claw is going to be the very first POW we sell. So yeah, we're going to do a hunting run, and, you know, an egg hunting run too, hopefully. I would love to be able to find some eggs so I can sell PALs. But yeah, the base is coming together. Okay, like I said, it is time for a hunting session. I'm also going to look for eggs to incubate, and then sell off the PALs that I hatch from them. I think this will hopefully be a great way to make money. I just need to find the eggs. Okay, cool. So this was a really short hunting run. I really didn't do too much. But it is 11:49 p.m. on a Sunday night, and I have work tomorrow morning. I have to be up at like 6:30. I don't know why I'm doing this. We're gonna hatch these eggs, and then we're gonna cook stuff. Cook all of that food we have, and then we are going to go sell everything. So we're gonna sell off a Dazzy, a Hangyu, a Gale Claw, a Rabunny, a Celery, and a Cinnamoth. I'm really hoping that'll give us some good gold. Alright, so first things first, we're going to sell off all of our food that we cooked. And I guess we're going to sell off that wool and those berry seeds. How much do those sell for? It sells for 5? I mean, that's not bad to just randomly pick those up while I'm grabbing berries anyway. But we are at 3,018 gold right now. So let's sell the PALs that I hatched and check to see how much they sell for. Okay, 1,239. That's really not bad at all. So we're at 4,257. Is there anything good we can buy? Not really. Okay, well, all in all, not a bad profit for like, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. But, yeah, I am gonna call it a night myself here on Sunday. Yeah, I don't know. Narrator MegaBits, continue on what I do next. Oh, thank you, Sunday night at 11:47 p.m. MegaBits, and I will do that. I got on in the morning and I checked the PAL Merchant's stock, and I was surprised with a refreshed stock. Oh, now this is interesting. Okay, so Loot Moon I do not want because of Bottomless Stomach. But if we get Rush Ore, A, we have a mount, but B, we have a miner.
Yeah, we're doing rush roar. Heck yes. That's amazing. So now I need to learn the technology to make it saddle. And yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And then, I don't know, probably just go hunting.
So getting this PAL was exciting for multiple reasons. One, I had a PAL that could mine stone, but two, I had a mount. It was a slow mount, for sure, but a mount, nonetheless. This is progress. But, to be honest, after that, I did what I've been doing. Running around, hunting, getting eggs, you know, just rinse and repeat. I did decide to attempt a dungeon I came across, though. This was potentially an awful idea since I was underleveled and had only 2 PALs, but that did not stop me, dear viewer. I taught my Pangolin Plasma Funnel, which is a pretty nice electric move, then took down the Alpha Thwack. This was totally worth the trouble because not only did I get 2 precious pelts, but I also got 2 rubies. We are going to be loaded after I finish hunting. I will see you then.
I'm in the middle of hunting. Things are going really well. But there was a supply drop that just landed. And I think I'm gonna attempt to get it. They're fighting a Cinnamoth. That is perfect for us. We go in. Oh, we get this. Oh man, there's so many things to grab. Get this. Open this. Take this. And then we leave. We run. We run away. Because this is not our place. We should not be here. Cool. So what did we get? A life pendant. Oh, this will raise my attack. Oh, that's awesome. Now we have 108 attack. We also got Gigaspheres. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to my base and I'm gonna cook all of the food. And after that, we're gonna sell everything and we're gonna be loaded. We are gonna get, like, I'm hoping I'm able to pull in at least 10,000. I think with the rubies, I think that's almost a guarantee, but we'll see.
Now, me getting this supply drop was amazing. The attack boost was well worth it, but the loot I was getting was gonna make me some good gold. I did head back to my base after this, but I also did try to get any treasure boxes I saw while I was getting to the fast travel point. I finally got home, and then I made all of my food.
All right, I've made so much food. I only had 5 eggs to hatch, but I have treasure, I have food, and I have PALs to sell. So let's see, we're at 3,533 gold. Let's see what we're at after all this. That's amazing. So we made 7,000 gold from everything I wanted to sell, but we're not even done yet. We still have PALs to sell now. Sell these guys. And we are at 11,762 gold. That kind of sucks having Slacker. But we need a fire pal. So we buy the Fox Sparks, and I'm thinking we buy the Chickpea to start laying eggs. Alright, that's awesome. So we still have 7,000 gold. We have 2 new pals. We have the Fox Sparks that has Slacker of a 30% work speed debuff, which sucks. But we have Chickpea, which also has fine furs, which will give us a slight boost on selling items. And I mean, 3% can be significant, so that's exciting. So realistically, I just need to start mining for metal, having Fox Sparks, refine it down to ingot, and then honestly, we'll be on our way to the races. You know, after that, I pretty much just need to start leveling up. But yeah, this is exciting. Things are going really well.
Getting up to 10,000 gold was a huge win for me, especially since I was able to buy not 1, but 2 pals. Since I have a Fox Sparks now, I was right. It was for sure time to start getting metal, and then refining it into ingots, which is exactly what I did. I spent a lot of time mining, and I was able to have my Fox Sparks start refining a total of 99 ingots. It wasn't a huge amount, sure, but it was progress, and that's the main theme of this. We just got to keep pushing and making more progress until we are filthily loaded. I knew that this was going to take a while, though, so I decided to leave my Fox Sparks at my base, and then I started doing some errands around my base. First thing I did was make a hot spring. I got to keep my pals happy, and this is the best way to do it as of now. Next, I took 10 ingots and made 20 nails with them. I made the medieval medicine workbench, and then I started to put some plants around my base. I love adding plants to any of my bases because plants are cool, but they also give a nice color contrast in my opinion. After this, I grabbed more ingots from Foxsparks, then I made the high quality workbench. I finally made myself an upgrade to my armor. I made pelt armor. It was indeed a very productive day, but it is time to sleep.
Alrighty, it is the dawn of a new day, and I have food to sell, but I want to see what the PAL merchant has in stock right now. Because we still have 7,300 gold, which means we might be able to buy 1 or 2 new PALs, hopefully. So, fingers crossed, let's see. Wow, they're all Chickapee. Let me see what gender my other Chickapee is, and we'll buy the opposite gender here. Okay, so we have a female Chickapee, so we need to buy a male. I don't think Chickapee as a PAL, if we sell it, is gonna net us that good of a profit, but when we get to level 19, we'll be able to essentially... Oh, it resets. Okay, so that's a male Chickapee. Weird. Man, the Gobfin, though. That would really help us because of its partner skill. But the Ecthyrodeer would be a better mount. And Ecthyrodeer is just kind of a good PAL, in my opinion. Alright, we're gonna buy the Ecthyrodeer. And we're gonna buy the male Chickapee. Oh, and we leveled up. Nice. We've unlocked the crossbow, which is great. So we have some upgrades we have to do. I might be able to throw the other Chickapee into the ranch right now. Maybe. I don't know if you can have 3 or 4 PALs in the ranch. So can you have 4 PALs in here? You can. Okay, perfect. So yeah, this will net us a lot of eggs. This will net us a lot of milk. We'll get a lot of wool. The wool kind of sucks to sell, but that's totally fine. Whatever. But now we need to make Ecthyrodeer's saddle, and we need to make the crossbow. So let's do that.
Getting 2 new PALs was an amazing way to start this day. I know not getting the Gobfin may bite me in the butt later, but right now I'm focusing on profit and usability. Ecthyrodeer is a strong PAL, and it's a far better mount than Rushor. I made the crossbow, then made arrows, and then after this I decided it was time to start working on leveling myself up.
Okay, I wanted to grab fast travel points, and I hear a lucky. Oh, is that it? Is it the Van Worm? It is the Van Worm. What level are you? 18? I don't know if I can beat that. We'll try though. We'll take out the other Van Worm, and then we'll fight the Lucky afterwards, because the Lucky will drop treasure, and we need all the treasure we can get. Alright, that Van Worm's down. Now we just have to take out the Lucky, which is doing a crazy amount of damage over there. Okay. Oh, this is gonna take a while. But this is the best case scenario. This will be good for experience. This is going to drop treasure. And, you know, we're all about money, you know? We want all of the monies. Oh, the end is near. This feels, like, awful. Taking out a Lucky, but, you know, we're not here to catch PALs. We're here to buy PALs. And that gave us 1100 experience. That was totally worth it. Yeah, 6 precious plumes, 6 ancient civilization parts. That was so worth it. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, now I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna grab this fast travel point here, and then I will start doing dungeons. I know I said I was gonna do dungeons, but I got sidetracked, you know, in MegaBits fashion. Okay, so we're back at the base now. I'm going to drop off the ancient civilization parts. I'm also going to sell what I can. All right, let's hatch these eggs that I found. We'll put these in the box, we go sell them, and then honestly, we just kind of head out. All right, yeah. Wow. The 6 precious plumes gave us 4,000. That's crazy. Get out of here. We don't need you. Another 14,000. Another 1,400. God, I wish that was 14,000. But we have 10,000 gold now. Let's see what the PAL merchant has in stock. Alright, so a Joltog with Artisan, 100% getting that. And honestly, nothing else here really screams out to me. But yeah, the Joltog with Artisan Runner is that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I now think it is time for us to do some dungeons.
Well, that was my plan, but every single dungeon I went to just wasn't open. So I decided to explore around and do some hunting while trying to find a dungeon that was, ready to be raided. I did this for so long that I even leveled up to 14. It was shortly after this that I did find a dungeon that was open, and I raided it. This dungeon was pretty easy now that I have the crossbow, and it's kind of crazy the damage jump you can do from the old bow to the crossbow. When I do these dungeons, I want to do my best to take out every PAL/syndicate member inside of them so I can gain as much experience as possible. I finally made it to the boss and had Ecthyrdeer help dispatch it. I got some treasure, including 2 rubies from this dungeon. At this point, I was feeling pretty greedy because all I saw were gold signs. So I did another, and then another. And the final dungeon I did got me to level 15. I feel like I made good progress here, so I decided to go back to my base and cook all of the food I had collected. Then I was going to sell all of my goods, but then...
Oh my goodness. We got another raid happening. Better. Wow, they literally just lined up. Those poor syndicate members, they were just on the wrong hill at the wrong time. Okay, well, we have a lot of things to cook. Like, I have 137 eggs. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit of time. Oh my god, that took so long. So I was considering selling these fried eggs, but what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna put them in my feed box and just have my pals, oh my god, and just have my pals, eat fried eggs, because why not? And realistically, the fried eggs aren't gonna be that crazy of a, profit, but everything else we have is going to be a massive profit. So we're gonna put Foxbarks back in, and we're gonna go to the small settlement and we're gonna make some money, okay? Oh yeah, 12,000 gold. That is what I'm talking about. So we just cracked 20,000 gold, which means, realistically, if there's not a PAL here at the PAL merchant we want, we can go check out the Black Marketeer. Oh, shoot. That is very nice. Oh, this is a difficult choice. I think I'm gonna wait. I know I've talked about, like, this whole time how I wanted a Univolt, but I would absolutely kick myself if I got the Univolt and then I went to the Black Marketeer and there was just something like a god tier PAL that I completely missed out on. Plus, for the most part, Univolt is a really common PAL that shows up in that, small settlements PAL merchant inventory. So I'm not too upset about not being able to get it, and I'm hoping if this Black Marketeer doesn't have anything I want, I'm hoping that the PAL merchant's inventory doesn't refresh. So I have, like, almost 800 hours in PALWorld, and I've never seen this Black Marketeer not spawn here. Okay, well, there is other spots for Black Marketeers, so I will go there now. No. Oh, that would have been so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, Black Marketeer inventory. Give me something good. Holy crap. So I think we have to do these 3, right? The Chillet, Bristla, and Beegard. Beegard would get us honey, which is great. We need that. Bristla can plant. And Chillet is just a great pal to have. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Alrighty. 3 brand new pals on the team. That means Panglet is going to be leaving our team. Chillet will stay. So let's go back to the base. We'll change up the base pals, and then I'll see you all in a second. Okay, so I just built a monitoring stand. So I think we're going to take Lamball out. We're going to put B-Guard in, Bristlet in, and Panglet in. I need to make some beds, and yeah, we're going to be cooking. We're going to be having berries planting. Oh, this is exciting. What a jump, you know? Like, things were fine before, but it was a very slow pace. But I mean, once they pick up, like, boy, do they really pick up.
And pick up it did. My base is now fully self-sufficient with farming unlocked. This means I don't need to worry anymore about my pals not having food. I started to work on the base just a little bit more. I moved my pal gear bench, I made the mill, then I made some nails. I made the pal sphere bench too, and I moved my repair bench. It is now time for me to do some alpha bosses. First up is Pen King. It was nighttime, so this made the fight far easier. I assassinated all the Panglet, and then I took down the Pen King with the help of Jolthog. I used my ancient technology point to learn the small feed bag recipe because I'm so tired of going to my inventory and feeding myself and my pals. After that, I fought Grintail. I then fought my boy Chillet, and after defeating it, I leveled up to 16. I stopped by my base, built the small feed bag, and built the mega shield. I then went to my next target, Azarobe.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go fight Azarobe in a second, but first, we're gonna get this supply drop. Oh, this is gonna help our stamina. Okay, now we'll fight Azarobe.
This fight was really not bad at all with Jolthog. What was really funny was toward the end of the fight, Azarobe hit a couple Kelpsy accidentally, and they then proceeded to help me lay the smackdown on said Azarobe.
Whoa. We got the legendary pelt armor schematic. That is interesting. Okay.
I then fought Sweepa. On my way to the next alpha, I found a huge scorching egg that I will hatch and for sure sell later. I then fought Dumud. I ran into another Lucky.
That is our second Lucky we've ran into. And man, it's a cool shiny, but I see gold signs. Nice.
And finally, I fought Nightwing. It was a lot of experience, and I'm now almost level 17. I am getting closer and closer to being ready to fight Zoe and Grizzbolt. And in the spirit of being ready to fight Zoe and Grizzbolt, it is definitely time for more dungeons. But first, let's sell the treasure that I got from fighting all of those alpha bosses. Selling all of the treasure netted me a total of 20,650 gold. And then I realized I didn't hatch the eggs I found, so I went back to my base, I hatched them, and then I sold off the pals, netting me another 680 gold, which brought my total to 27,128 gold.
All of these pals, I have a use for all of them, kind of, aside from Rushroar and Dire Howl. Getting Gobfin would be nice for its partner ability, but I think what I want to do is go back to the Black Marketeer and see what's in stock there. Because we are now at the point where I need to start thinking about how I want to take down Zoe and Grizzbolt. And although right now I do like my current team, I don't know if they're up to snuff for Zoe and Grizzbolt. And I'm sure they are, but it would just be cool to get cooler pals, I guess. Alright. Black Marketeer, what do you got for me? Another Chillet, a Dazzy, Mammorest, Flambell, and a Hangyu. So I think I'm going to buy the Flambell, and I'm going to buy the Hangyu. Oh, and I leveled up. I'm 17 now. Let's go to another Black Marketeer and check their stock. I finally found another Black Marketeer. I don't know what was going on with the other one. He didn't spawn in, but it's fine. We're at the next one. Oh my god, there's a warsect. And I don't have the money. I need 20,000. I need 2,000 gold. Is there anything I can sell that would give me enough? So if I got rid like my whole team. Dude, that's what we needed. We needed the warsect. Oh.
Well, that did suck, and I was totally prepared for the fact that I could run into a warsect. I just forgot they were so expensive. This was a setback for sure, but it was time for dungeon grinding. This would get me experience and treasure, so it was fine. I did this for a long while because I wanted to get enough gold to buy any PAL I wanted. Now, when I say I did a lot of dungeons, I mean I did a whopping 3 and then I got bored. So I went to fight King Paka, and the most exciting thing happened to me during this fight.
Okay, I am fighting King Paka, and I hear a Lucky. I don't know. We might have lost that Lucky, but I mean, we would have ended up, you know, taking it out any. Oh my god, that almost killed Chillet. We would have ended up taking it out anyway. But yeah, we got other fish to fry. Oh no, I still hear it. Right, we gotta find where this Lucky is. Joltog, you hold your own against that King Paka.
Now, this was interesting. I was fighting an alpha that was a higher level than me, but I was also hearing a Lucky, which meant $signs. I kept getting sidetracked because I really didn't want the Lucky to despawn, but for the life of me, I could not find it. I gave up and I continued fighting King Paka.
Okay, alright, I need to take out King Paka first. That is priority numero uno. Okay, I finally took out the stupid the King Paka, which means now I can try to find this stupid Lucky PAL. I'm almost positive this thing has got stuck in a rock. But, you know, I've been wrong before. I have no idea where it is.
Once I beat said Paka, the craziest 20 minutes of my life happened next. I broke PALWORLD to find a Lucky. And when I say break, I mean I broke all the boundaries that Pocket Pair had created. I was sliding through walls, jumping through rocks, crouching into new landscapes. It was crazy. But after a whole bunch of struggle, I finally found the Lucky.
Oh my god, there are the sparkles. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It's a Vixy! I did all of this for a Vixy!
What?
Okay, listen guys. I just broke the game in ways that I didn't even know was possible to get this Lucky PAL that was stuck under the rock here. I think I'm gonna capture it. I know this goes against the challenge. I know. But I think I'm gonna capture it. I'm gonna name this Vixy Glitch. And then I'm just not gonna actually, like, use it. Good lord, that was crazy. I was not actually expecting to find a PAL stuck in the, you know, rock here. But super cool to find. I'm almost home free. If I can, there we go. Sick. Yeah, cool. Well, we got a Vixy. Like I said, I won't use it because I feel like that goes against the challenge. It's just, I spent so much time. Like, right now, this clip is 22 minutes long.
So finding this Lucky Vixy and catching it was surprising. Even as I'm writing this script, I really didn't plan on catching any PALs. But this one just felt really unique. Like, that Vixy has a story to tell, you know? Anyway, I never ended up using it, so I don't really feel bad about it. Let's go sell some treasure.
Oh my god. The lotuses sell for 5,000 a piece? Holy crap, what have I been doing with my life? I could have just been selling lotuses the whole time and just making a crap ton of gold. Yeah, look at that. We're at 37,000 gold now. I'm gonna be real. I would have been selling those lotuses this whole time if I would have known. With that being said, we're gonna buy this gobfin. And then we're gonna go back to the base. I am going to see what lotuses I have at my base, and then I'm gonna sell them all, and then I'm gonna go to the black marketeer. And what now? We have 69,000 gold. Wow. Let's buy arrows. I'm just gonna casually buy 300 arrows. That'll be more than enough for Zoe and Grizzbolt. Let's see if the PAL merchant has already restocked. I doubt it, but it would be cool. Oh, there's a serious Foxparks for 2,000. That will be nice, because the Foxparks in our base kind of sucks. A Univolt would be cool, but we're not here for Univolt. We want a warsect. Honestly, like, that's kind of the main thing I want. I just kind of want a warsect, so... yeah, I will see you guys in a minute when we go visit the Black Marketeer over there. Alrighty. Black Marketeer, please give me something good. Really? Really? A pacifist in Sinram Knock. That kind of sucks. A waterproof Robin Quill. That... all of these kind of suck. They all suck. I'll buy the Robin Quill, but it sucks. Not happy about that. Okay, I'm gonna go try to find another Black Marketeer. So you have finally spawned in. Good God, that took forever. A Sweepa, Kilmari. Oh, that's kind of good. Aside from Sickly. But I think I can work with that. We're gonna buy it. I'm loaded, so it's fine. Okay. I want to check out one more Black Marketeer, and then I think we'll level up our pals, set up our team, and go fight Zoe and Grizzbolt. Oh my God, are you okay? Yeah, he's fine. Anywho, this took way too long to walk to. Oh, somebody just subscribed to me? Who was it? Oh, Kiri and Glitch Stories. Oh, that's such a fun name. Thank you. Anywho, yeah, this took so long. Walking here was awful. Please, please, give me something good. Ugh. Oh, well, that sucks. Is there any other Black Marketeers? Okay, there's gonna be one more, and then I'm done.
See, kids, this is the problem with gambling. This is also the definition of insanity. I kept doing the same thing, expecting a different result. I saw the warsect and I really wanted one, so I just kept looking. But I meant it. This really was the last time I tried this. I needed to fight Zoe and Grizzbolt.
Sir, please. Please. I have come from very far away lands. Please give me something. You are a mean person. And you should feel bad.
I went back to my base to look over all the pals I had bought, and I crafted a team that I felt like I could lean on. My team was crafted, and they were leveled up. They all learned new moves, and I was geared up for a fight. This could end in tragedy, or it could be a victory told in stories for years to come. The consumerist that beat Palpagos Island's first tower boss. Let's do this. Right out of the gate, I got a critical hit on Zoe and Grizzbolt for almost 500 damage, and I knew we were going to absolutely demolish these two. I honestly have some hardcore imposter syndrome with this game and in my real life, but that's a different story. Because every time I do these challenges, I always assume that these two, or really any tower boss, will just wipe the floor with me, and I feel like I'll fail the challenge. But that's just never the case. I always over-prepare. This time, though, I didn't really feel like I was over-prepared. I don't know, I'm rambling. My pal team kicked some major tookus. Like, Dine Awesome was an absolute unit. Hangyu put in some work, and Chillet looked like the cutest wiggly boy ever. And what more could you ask for? I had Dine Awesome out for most of the fight, and it took no time at all. As quick as it started, it ended, and we were victorious.
That's what I'm talking about.
So that whole fight was over in like, what, a minute and a half?
Wow. Yeah, all of my pals did amazing. I think, I think having Angry Shark, you know, having Gobfin on my team, giving me that attack boost was nuts. You know, me doing 500 damage if I hit a critical on Zoe and Grizzbolt was insane, and it was just a normal crossbow. Yeah, this was a really fun challenge. I'm gonna be honest, I've been really burnt out with PALWORLD lately. You know, if you guys look back at my videos, I have done oh so many challenges, and it's just starting to get to the point where it's almost monotonous for me. And it's just, you know, it's not new. You know what I mean? It's getting harder and harder. But this was a really fun run, you know? Learning what I could sell and what worked and what didn't work. That was awesome. Yeah, so what did we learn? Selling the lotuses are amazing. I was not expecting those to sell for 5,000 apiece, and you can get those in level 13 dungeons. So that was great. I could have saved myself oh so much time rather than, you know, making Mega's meats or or just becoming, you know, a traveling chef or selling pals. The lotuses are just amazing. And, you know, like endgame, I know everybody just sells legendary spheres, and I mean that's what I do in my main save, but when you're brand new and you don't have the options for legendary spheres, the lotuses are just... that was just crazy. But anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge. I know I did. If you stayed until the end, thank you so much, dear viewer. You are absolutely phenomenal, and I hope your day is just as phenomenal as you are. But that's all I got. Bye!